wins commitment.
Double Angle and Reign of Honour are just a little bit slowly away, and Mercy's going up very quickly looking for the lead. In second place, Love of Mary, followed closely then by Flicker's Star, and caught out off the track is Star of Nouvelle. Serenely is not far back as they sort themselves out, and Double Angle scooting along the inside, followed by Light Up the World. A bit more than a length away next is Vital Consent, and 2.5 then coming Reign of Honour and Wild Lady. A length then to Arborea from Bionic Best Flitter, 2 lengths to Centile, and last of all Rhythm Review. They race to the 900 metres, and Love of Mary leads Mercy, and Ladies' Way has gone up to make a line of 3. Little over a length away next is Serenely, followed closely then by Double Angle on the inside. A bit more than a length away next, and the runners, they come down the side of the course, Flicker's Star, then Light Up the World, a break then to, and it's outside Star of Nouvelle, Vital Consent deep, and then Wild Lady, a gap to Arborea, followed by Reign of Honour, and then comes well back Flitter, a little more than a length the Rhythm Review, and a long margin Bionic Bess and Centile. They've been jammed up for a bigger percentage of this, and in the straight 350 to go, and Ladies' Way hits the front. Love of Mary's given in on the outside, coming home well as Vital Consent, and Arborea putting in a claim, and here's Light Up the World slipping through on the inside. Arborea, Vital Consent, and Light Up the World the inside, but Arborea wide out, grabbed by Light Up the World. Arborea, Light Up the World, Light Up the World, Light Up the World, I'd say, from Arborea and Bionic Best, then Vital Consent, Centile, Ladies' Way, Serenely, Wild Lady, Reign of Honour followed by Flitter, and then came Star of Nouvelle, Flicker Star, Rhythm Review, Double Angle, Mercy, and Love of Mary back at the tail of the field.
Sub-successful, number 4, Light Up the World, 125 and 60. Number 2, Arborea, 120. And number 8, Bionic Bess, 145.
Number 4, Light Up the World, ridden by R.S. Dye, has been able to score here by around about a short neck on the line. Number 4 at $2.60 and $1.40. $2.60 and $1.40. Second will be number 2, Arborea, ridden by Mick Dittman, and it'll pay $1.90. And number 8, Bionic Bess, ridden by Damien Oliver, third. It will pay $3.60. 4, 2 and 8 are official. On the Grace Brothers Queen of the Turf Stakes, tip-top ride by Shane Dye. I think he was in two minds whether to go to the outside as they came into the straight or go back to the fence. He elected the latter, and it's proven a good decision. She's run 129.06, well outside Excited Angel's record, 127.46. 34.97 was the sectional time. The fourth went to number 10. That was Vital Consent, who looked the winner at the 300. And number 3 was officially fifth, and that was Centile. The winner by Rory's Jester from Christmas Spirit, trained by Gay Waterhouse for her mum and dad. And the Bay Filly 3, Light Up the World, 9 starts, 6 wins and 2 seconds, beating Arborea by Imperial Prince from Open Question, showing a bit of form today. Clary Connors, Mick Dittman, and number 8, Bionic Bess by Best de Bruges from Red Musetta, A. Noonan, Mornington, Damien Oliver. Short neck was the winning margin, 3/4 of a length, second and third. A short neck, 3/4, 129.06, 34.97, the sectional time on the first event of the day. In the second, here, take out number 15, Prince High. Prince High out. We've got a field of 15 to run, and the rider for 3, Skywatch, is now L. Dittman. L. Dittman on Skywatch, and by Jim Fleming. Jim just popped into the box. He's going to come up a little later. He's got a commitment after the first, and he'll be having a chat with us when he gets an opportunity. Now, Rod, what's happening on your side?
Okay, we...
80. First going to the popular pick, Light Up the World, number 4, R.S. Dye, beat 2, Arborea, and 8, Bionic Bess in third spot. Upwards, a runner here, scored in the Quickies 2 years ago, ridden by Kevin Moses, beat Thrifty Reserve, and last year, Pratara's Bay, Shane Dye beat Mara Kiz and Red Machine. Nasserich, Kevin Moses aboard, and this fella's had the 2 runs back from a spell, and he won here 2 weeks ago at big odds, 20 to 1, but in the ring today has come in a point and a quarter. Barrel, he stands nicely in gate 5. Now moving forward is Nasserich with the scratching of Prince High. Nasserich boxed in gate 15. Nasserich moves up now, so they're all in line. One of the clerks of the course cantering down the outside fence. And we'll soon see action. 2,000 metres ahead of them. 400 metres to the first corner. They're off this time, and the New Zealander Sure Touch got the best of the start, commencing very well. Wyvery looking for the lead. Up there also is El Castano, and not far away Barrel with Pleasant Conquest as Sure Touch gets back, followed by Nobilotto, Skywatch a length. The Nasserich out pretty deep, but getting a little closer now from Spiritual Star, Sal Cante, and then Silent March, Jelly Bean Road, followed by In the Event. Second last in the field is Wings on Track, and upwards whips them in, going around the corner at the 1,500, and Pleasant Conquest the leader now from El Castano. Barrel third and Wyvery fourth. 2 to Skywatch on the outside of Nobilotto. 2 to Sure Touch. A length of the grey Spiritual Star on the inside of the heavily backed Nasserich. 2.5 to Silent March. Then Sal Cante, followed by In the Event on the inside, Jelly Bean Road. And upwards and Wings on Track of the last pair. Down the back, going past the 1,100, no change. And Pleasant Conquest pilots the field. Just over a length on El Castano. Third Barrel, followed by Wyvery. A length and a quarter then coming Nobilotto, parked inside of Skywatch, being tracked in turn by Nasserich. On the inside of the favourite Nasserich, the Kiwi Sure Touch over the grey Silent March and Spiritual Star. Another 2 lengths, 2 in the event on the outside of Sal Cante upwards, and then Jelly Bean Road. And last of all is Wings on Track as they come down the side of the 700. Still no variation, and Pleasant Conquest leads the way. At the 600 has a break of 3/4. El Castano ridden along. Third is Barrel, followed by Wyvery, and then Skywatch. Nasserich coming around the outside. Nobilotto is locked in, and then Sure Touch, followed by In the Event and Silent March. They straighten for the run of the judge, and Pleasant Conquest in front. A length Barrel who can't get out from Wyvery, El Castano, Skywatch, and Nasserich taking a while to reach the leaders. Wyvery joined by Skywatch. It's Skywatch hitting the front from Wyvery. Forget Nasserich. Skywatch 3/4, now a length in front from Wyvery and is drawing clear. And Skywatch in the Jim Fleming and family colours wins it well. Wyvery second, Pleasant Conquest third from Barrel, and upwards Nasserich, Spiritual Star, and then Sal Cante, Silent March. El Castano, Sure Touch, Wings on Track, and then came Nobilotto, followed by Jelly Bean Road, and In the Event finished back amongst the tailenders.
On the Super Tab, 3 Skywatch to return 340, the win 120, the place number 7 Wyvery to return 240, and number 11 Pleasant Conquest 955.
Has paid $7.30 and 240. Jim Fleming's a busy man. He was up in the box briefly to tell us he's going to have a little chat later in the day about his yearlings, and he said, Ian, I'm awfully tied up. I've got to go down and do a presentation after the first.
984 Adelaide.
He had Skywatch in the second. I see where he's got the dual food chain up for sale, and he's a man of many parts at the moment, and Jim has been able to own with his boys Skywatch, who's won the Quickies and won it easily. Number 7 second, Wyvery, ridden by Keith Marnie. It'll pay $4.30. And number 11 third, Pleasant Conquest, ridden by Glenn Boss, and it will return $14 approximately. 3, 7 and 11 Skywatch by Starwatch, of course a Golden Slipper winner from Valrina, owned by JRL, JDR and PJ Fleming, trained by Jack Denham. A chestnut mare 4, and ridden by Mick Dittman, who replaced Jim Cassidy. Wyvery second, a 5-year-old chestnut gelding, Mask K Ivory Maid, Alan Denham, Keith Marnie, and 11 third, Pleasant Conquest, Conquista Rose, Zim Zam, Neville Voigt, Glenn Boss. 1/4 Barrel, 6 5th, and that was upwards, and the disappointment was Nasserich. He got across early, but Moses started to work on him about 600 to go. He looked at chances, they straightened up, but his run was quite in contrast to his effort here on the 25th of March when he won at big odds 20 to 1. Every hope today, and looked disappointing to me. Easy win to Skywatch by 2 1/4 lengths, in fact, with the same margin between second and third. 2 1/4 both ways. 2 minutes 2.24. 2.24. That's 2.10 outside upwards race record. Last 600 took 34.81. 34.81. Quinella $52.50. The trifecta $5,000 and $15.60. And we are waiting on the exacta, which will be up soon.
Now the update.
Ace Hill. Here's Ian.
4 Light Up the World, Shane Dye won the first beat, 2 Arborea and 8 Bionic Bess.
Correct weight Adelaide.
Deja Slew coming up to line. That'll just about see A start imminent. The Tulloch Wine Stakes, taken out last year by Mahogany. Greg Hall beating Tenor and Sable Dreamer. Greg won it in 93 on the bill. And as we know, Gregory riding in Singapore at the moment. Now they're all set, ready to run. Third race, 2,000 metres. And they're off this time. And Deja Slew dawdled out of the stalls, and one of the early leaders is Glide Away from Treasure Grove. Blevick is right up there, and so is Ivory's Irish Persian Flyer, and moving right across Gleason. And on the extreme outside, starting to make up many lengths as they sort themselves out, was Allegro. Now as they go up to approach the first corner, Fewer Chosen's also clapping on the speed. I think he's going to persevere for the lead on Fewer Chosen. Yep, Fewer Chosen goes to the front now, about 2 lengths on Gleason and Blevick, a length of Ivory's Irish Treasure Grove, a length the Persian Flyer Glide Away, followed by Allegro starting to pull and reef from Don Carlos and Routeye, and then Abaddon followed on the inside next by the Golden Greek, a length further away Deja Slew, Victory Morn, and 2 lengths to Irish Moss. They race down the back of the course, along past the 1,100 metres, and Fewer Chosen, a bit over a length. Ivory's Irish hurried up to second, Blevick third. It's a dawdling run affair from Gleason. On the fences, Treasure Grove, a length to Allegro, settling a bit better but is caught wide, followed by Persian Flyer, and then Abaddon, who's following his New Zealand counterpart, and that's Allegro. On the inside next is Glide Away from Don Carlos and Routeye, and 2 to the Golden Greek, Victory Morn. Deja Slew second last, and 2 lengths to Irish Moss. Down the side, about 700 left to travel, and Fewer Chosen, a length Ivory's Irish, Blevick on the inside, followed by Allegro, a length to Gleason. On the inside, Treasure Grove, and wider out is Abaddon, and then Persian Flyer. Don Carlos very deep, and then St. Routeye, Glide Away, the Golden Greek, 2 Deja Slew, Victory Morn. Irish Moss is last as they round the corner, and the leader is Fewer Chosen, tackled by Ivory's Irish. Allegro a length away third. Abaddon putting in a run, and Blevick is trying to weave clear at the 200 metres, and Ivory's Irish having its first start for new trainer. Bart Cummings goes to the lead. Blevick is into the clear. He's not picking up Ivory's Irish. Second, Fewer Chosen fighting back, but Ivory's Irish holds Fewer Chosen, and Ivory's Irish beat Fewer Chosen. Blevick third, I'd say, just in front of Abaddon, and then Persian Flyer followed home by Glide Away and Allegro. A break then Treasure Grove, the Golden Greek, and then Gleason. Further back St. Routeye, Irish Moss. The last 3, Victory Morn, Deja Slew and Don Carlos.
Super tab there, number 5, Ivory's Irish, $3 the win, $1 the place. Number 6, Fewer Chosen, $5.55 and 1 Blevick to pay 90.
$5.70 for the win and $2 for the place. Number 5 first. Number 6 will be second, Fewer Chosen, written by Brian York. It will pay $9.80. And third party going to number 1, Blevick, written by Mick Dittman, to pay $2 even. Ivory's Irish, first start for Bart Cummings. A colt by Best Western from Engagement, raced by the Taylor's Racing Syndicate, managed by K.A. Taylor. And Ivory's Irish, only having had 18 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds and 2/3. Larry Cassidy gave it a nice run. Fewer Chosen, written a treat by Brian York, went up very quickly, and obviously the intention was to lead, and once he got to the front, he stacked them up nicely. But just found Ivory's Irish a little too good on the day. Fewer Chosen by Family Tie, Star of Missenden, Stephen Autridge, Matta New Zealand, Brian York and Blevick, Baycal 3, Scenic Blooms, David Hayes, Mick Dittman. Half a neck, a length and a quarter. Half a neck, a length and a quarter. The time was 22.56, 22.56. And the sectional 34.10, 34.10. The fourth went to number 3. That was Abaddon. And number 4, Persian Flyer, finished officially 5th after race 3, the Tulloch Stakes. Now some totes.
Race 2, Sandown, 425, number 4, Anton Cordial, 1440 and 440, 2 Free Success, 190, 5 Great Manners, $2.10. Number 4, Anton Cordial, 1440 and 440, 2 Free Success, 190, 5 Great Manners, $2.10. Quinella, 33.20, 33.20, Exacta, 84.60, 84.60, Trifecta, 507.90, $507.90. Race 2, Victoria Park, 6.
Okay, we'll have a look at a Brisbane update now. Number 1, April Sprite in the 3rd in Brisbane. 3 way to Queanbeyan on the previous. Race number 4 at Rose Hill, Super Tab update. 1 Jearn, 170, 110, the late male and favourite. 2 Air Seattle, 11 and 230. 3 Irish Rort, 55 and 8. 4 Starstruck, 770 and 170. 5 Royal Tiara, 98 and 15. 6 Tristalava. 17 and 340. 7 Stony Bay, 8.30 and 2.30. 8 Shaskade, 12 and 2.80. 9 is Tarradoo, 10 and 2.70. 10 is out. 316,000 in the wind pool, 150,000 the place. 172 selections. 4th at Rose Hill coming up today at 2.15.
With $1 million, and the first prize is $680,000. And Jearn the favourite, $1.90, $1.20. And Stony Bay, number 7, 5.20 and 1.70. 2,400 metres, and they're moving in well. Only Shaz K and Trista Love to complete the line, starting just inside the 400 metres. Stony Bay winning the Ranvet 2 weeks ago. Gee, Trista Love on her old form. Gee, should give this a shake. Trista Love for Damien Oliver coming into the barrier stalls, and the last up to line will be Shaz K, the Canterbury Guineas winner. In goes Shaz K, Royal Tiara standing well, and they're all set, ready to run. Starter Bildale climbs his stand. Line good, big crowd here today, and they're off and racing. And one of the best to begin, Starstruck. Away nicely was Stony Bay. He's leading narrowly now. And down to the 200 metres, Stony Bay about a length or so on Trista Love. In the 3rd position on the inside, Royal Tiara. Tarradoo inclined to pull a little, followed by Jearn, who's trapped out 3 and 4 deep at the moment, and reefing for rain. Starstruck in the centre. Irish Rort on the inside, 2 to Air Seattle. It's yanking for rain too, and last of all, Shaz K. On the turn out of the straight and going up past the 1900 metres, and Stony Bay at his leisure by 2 lengths on Trista Love. Royal Tiara on the inside 3rd, about 2 lengths to Jearn wide. Tarradoo's in the middle. Over on the inside is Irish Rort, and then the Western Australian mare Starstruck. Second last in the field is Shaz K, and just over 1 to Air Seattle. Onto the 1600 metres they go, and Stony Bay is not getting very far in front. Trista Love within about a length of it, and 3rd posse Royal Tiara on the inside. Jearn is still 3 wide. From Tarradoo and Irish Rort, 2 to Starstruck and Shaz K, and last of all is Air Seattle. In the BMW, they work to the back of the course and heading along to approach the 1200 metres. And Stony Bay gets away a little as Shane Dye allows the Waterhouse trained horse a little more rein. Stony Bay about a length and a half now on Trista Love. Royal Tiara 3rd on the rails. Jearn getting a little closer to the fence, about 1 off same 4th. Then Irish Rort on the inside of Tarradoo. 2.5 to Starstruck, racing on the outside of Shaz K, and Air Seattle about 10 lengths off the lead is last of all. Travelling to the side and going towards the 800 metres, and Stony Bay quickens up a length and a quarter clear on Trista Love, and on the inside Royal Tiara, 1 to Jearn, being tracked by Tarradoo, who has Irish Rort on its inside. 2 lengths further away is Shaz K, racing on the inside of Starstruck, and 2 lengths to Air Seattle, past the 600 in the BMW, and Stony Bay has been the leader from the word go. He's a length and a half on Trista Love, urged along by Oliver. Jearn putting in his claim, followed by Royal Tiara, Irish Rort, and then Tarradoo, Shaz K, Seattle and Starstruck. In the straight, 300 to go. Stony Bay in front. Here's Jearn challenging strongly now. Jearn draws alongside. Stony Bay puts his nose in front. Will he go on with it today at the 100 metres now? It's Jearn, Stony Bay kicking back. A replica of the Ranvet. Stony Bay is out plugging Jearn. Stony Bay beat Jearn. Photo 3rd, Tarradoo, Starstruck, and on the inside Royal Tiara from Air Seattle, Irish Rort, Trista Love and Shaz K.
Super Tab number 7 Stony Bay to return 270 and 85. 1 Jearn 65. Those for 3rd 9 Tarradoo 135. 4 Starstruck 1 even, or number 5 Royal Tiara $6.85.
Ranvet. Number 7 Stony Bay, ridden by R.S. Dye, $5.30 and 170. Number 1 Jearn, ridden by W. Harris, is paid 120. And the judge will call on the photo finish for 3rd. 3 of them involved there. Tarradoo's Starstruck on the outside, and on the inside was Royal Tiara. Tarradoo in the centre, looking as though it might just hang on for 3rd, and if it does, $2.60. Stony Bay, number 7, trained by Gay Waterhouse. Another Group 1 success to this young lady. Raced by her father, Tom Smith, E. Boas and Mrs. R.P. Gilder. A bay gilding 3, Dahar in my view. And there's the number 7, Stony Bay, first R.S. Dye. Number 1 is second, Jeune, by Carla Glow from Youthful at Chestnut Horse 6, David Hayes, Wayne Harris. And number 9, third, Taradu. A brown gelding 3 by Senshire from Opera Rose, Gary Fraser, Hawkesbury, Gran Cooksley. 5 ran 4th, Royal Tiara. 4, Starstruck was officially 5th. The time was 2:27.28, 2:27.28. Not far outside of Captive Edition's race and course record, 2:27.13. The sectional 35.23. The 6th posse has gone to number 3, Irish Rort. Irish Rort ran officially 6th. So the superfecta 7:19.54 and 3. Well, you heard the time, 35.23 last 600, just outside the race and course record. No excuses for Jeune. It was run to suit him. He just wouldn't go past Stony Bay. And they were talking about Jeune being one of the greatest horses to race in Australia in recent years. He's consistent, but oh gee, I tell you what, he lacks the will to win. Anyway, he was a bit wide early, but I put no credence in that. He had his chance. And full honours to Stony Bay, continuing a very good run that 3-year-olds enjoy in races such as the BMW. Margins 3/4. He was coming away, Stony Bay, in the run of the line. 3/4 by a length and a quarter. Here's Shane Dye bringing Stony Bay back to the enclosure. Shane, of course, no stranger to success in the BMW, winning on Dr. Grace back in 1991.
Okay, Ian Craig.
Come in from about 2 points over to about a half point over, and plenty of confidence with Sublimate, the favourite on the New South Wales Tote Monopolised. First up from a spell, he's unbeaten first up in 3 campaigns, $462. Sublimate into second pick, $530, $230, and number 10, Marcidi, $630, $220. BMW was the previous, and Stony Bay beat Jeune and Taradu. Ready for action, race number 5, the Moet and Chandon. 1200. Every detail drawn over on the inside. They're off this time. Social Rule dwelt. Back to last square, the circle, and Simpose slow, particularly Simpose. And on the outside, it's Giant Slide just leading Marcidi. Sublimate third, followed by Yaradorf, Magic of Money. Every detail on the inside, a length Monopolise, Alert Me, Blaylock's Bull, followed closely then by Cohort getting back a little as they sort themselves out. Sakulu whips around them. 2 lengths further away, Laura's Express. And then on the outside square, the circle from Social Rule and Simpose. At the 650, and the leader is Marcidi. About a half length now on Giant Slide, a length Yaradorf. Sublimate over on the inside from Magic of Money, Blaylock's Bull. And then comes Cohort, followed by Every Detail, Monopolise. Sakulu off the track from Alert Me. Square the circle a long way from them. And so too on the outside, Laura's Express. 300 left to go, and Marcidi shook off Giant Slide. Sublimate into the clear to put in his claim. Magic of Money is running on. Followed at the head of the others, Cohort. Social Rule going up on the inside from Every Detail. Here's a race where Magic of Money swooping down the outside goes after Sublimate. They drop Marcidi, and Cohort flying home, but Shane Dye again. Magic of Money. Magic of Money beat Cohort and Sublimate, followed by Every Detail. Simpose made up a fortnight in ground from Marcidi and Giant Slide, Social Rule, and then Square the Circle, Monopolise, Alert Me, and Alora's Express, Sakulu, long margin, Blaylock's Bull, and Yaradorf was last.
Number 16, Magic of Money on Super Tab, 655, 235. Number 8, Cohort to return 270, and 1 Sublimate, 1 even.
Number 16, Magic of Money, has paid $12 approximate, $410. $12, $410. Let's have a look at the flux in the ring at the end. No, always around about 10s, 11s. Wasn't a great deal of movement. Swooping down the outside in foreign colours. He normally races in dark blue and pale blue V, but he had pink and black stripes today and has been able to score. Number 8 will be second, Cohort. It'll pay $7 even, and number 1 Sublimate will pay $2.10. 16, 8, 1 are the completed placings. The winner by Last Tycoon from Nyamban, a bay horse 4 trained by Alan Bell at Randwick for Mr. H. Over the name in my book. Actually, the Winyara Stud, managed by T.A. Krishnan, J.V. Rosales, Tunku Ahmad Yahya, and Ms. H. Zariah. Well, congratulations to them. Number 8, second, Cohort. and cohorts owned by the Inghams, trained by John Hawkes, Corey Brown, and at number 1, Sublimate by Snippets from Sharn's Girl, Bruce McLaughlin, Brian York. Margins in a blanket finish, a long head by a long neck, a long head by a long neck, and the time 1:10:32. 1:10:32. Well, outside the race record held by Friends Venture. The sectional run 33.95. 33.95. The official 4th was number 9 Every Detail, and the 5th went to number 10 Marcidi. Monopolised, never threatened, and Magic of Money simply too good. Shane won this race on West Dancer back in 1991. So that's 3 wins to him this afternoon. So the first on Light Up the World, and that was a $68,000 first prize. Then he took the BMW on Stony Bay, stablemate of Light Up the World, and first prize was $680,000 in the BMW. And in the Moreton Shandon, the first prize was $34,000. So at a quick mathematical check, 782,000, 5% of 782,000 is a very tidy piece of work. Now, Rodney, what have...
Okay, let's have a look at an update on race number 5 at Doomben. 1 Chief De Beers, sub and moment. So race number 5, the Gothic Handicap, they're all in and set. Let's join Brian.
Ready racing. They've gone away in a fairly good line. The Lacqua first out with Captiva, Slingshot straight out the back. Working up more Spaghetti, and on the inside Dancing Jug and Big Dermot with Top Edition have gone up to join him, and Toil is just there also. Then Lord Longview, Alakwa drifting back a little, 2 lengths to Num Sing and Bold Juggler. Tough Enough, Pride of Rancho, Captiva on the outside back second last, and 2 to Slingshot at the rear. Dancing Jug leads as they head towards the 1,000-metre mark by a half-length. Top Edition. More Spaghetti is out 3 deep, 2.5 away Big Dermot. A length and a half then to Toil, 1 to Lord Longview over on the inside, 2.5 away Alakwa. Num Sing over on the inside of Bold Juggler as they work off the back, 2 to Pride of Rancho, Tough Enough. On the outside of it then is Captiva, and 2 last of all is Slingshot, who's got to be a good 12-15 off the leader, and that is Dancing Jug as they run down towards the 600-metre mark. Top Edition on the outside tackling Dancing Jug. More Spaghetti can't get in, he's still stuck out 3 deep, a length away to Big Dermot coming out 4 deep. Then Toil, Lord Longview on the inside. Alakwa starting to make ground around it, Bold Juggler. Then Tough Enough well back with Pride of Rancho. Slingshot still last, and at the head of the others there as Num Sing trying to thread his way through on the inside as Top Edition took the lead at the 300. More Spaghetti on the outside trying to pick him up. Captiva going between runners. Toil on the outside and Alakwa at the 200-metre mark. Toil out deep, got the lead. Pride of Rancho going through with Captiva, but it's Toil in front. Captiva the inside and Pride of Rancho. Toil clear though, holding Captiva and Pride of Rancho at bay, and Toil is too good. Toil wins by or nearly a length on the line. I think you'll find that over on the inside Captiva's got second from Pride of Rancho. Then Alakwa, Tough Enough, Slingshot made ground. Top Edition, Big Dermot, More Spaghetti. Then Bold Juggler, well back, Num Sing, Dancing Jug, and Lord Longview was last to pull up.
Double to pay, 202.90.
And the win in place, number 6, Toil, $10 for the win, 320 the place.
185 number 8 for second, Captiva to pay $1.10, and for third number 1 Pride of Rancho, 320. Getting to the start now at Queanbeyan, and the sub is 1 Larguiscape.
For the journey 131.9, 131.9, and the winner in the frame is number 6 Toil, written by Therese Payne.
It should be 681.
Becker.
103.9 Triple S FM Sport.
And at half-time in the AFL, North Melbourne 6-3-39, being defeated by Melbourne 8-10-58 between Hawthorn and Footscray. Footscray leading by 7 points, 7-7-49 to Hawthorn 6-6-42. Carlton and Fitzroy. Fitzroy kicking only 1 behind that quarter, leaving Carlton 10-11-71 to Fitzroy's 4-2-26. And Tony Lockett is out of intensive care and should be released from hospital on Monday after suffering extensive bleeding from a stomach ulcer. And in the VFA at half-time, Springvale 3-5-23 to Box Hills 3-4-22. And in the ARL, Newcastle 20 to Penrith 12.
Thanks, Rebecca. Okay, and Rebecca back a little bit later on with some more scores. Just about set now, race 6 Sydney. It's now correct weight Adelaide, correct weight Adelaide.
Ready to see them run in event 6, the Ansett Australia Stakes. Starter has the button. Moment's pleasure. Drawn on the inside. Racing. Nice.